Kalai ka hopua kane ai ka mole olu ole hua I kaio kanaloa. Lelina mai e nā kupa o Hawaii hua uli mo po ke ave. O wau no o Polani Makamai ka waka o Kalani ka hakalau, ke kia kuahina hina kui ka hakai ka hakalau, a me ke kia na lei ka haka. Aloha mai kākou. Greetings everyone, my name is Polani. I am currently enrolled in John Marlowe's 1/5 Speech 151 class. The topic I chose to discuss is backyard and community gardens for a healthy economy. My entire life, I grew up down in the beautiful luscious valley of Waipio. Growing up in Waipio, you learn the concepts of working one-on-one with the land. Working one-on-one with the land, you learn traditional values of creating crops to feed everyone within your community. Not only creating gardens or types of crops down in the valley, we also created gardens at our home as well. In ancient Hawaii, we understood the concept of taking care of the Aina compared to how Westerners look at the Aina. The Aina is a part of us, it's who we are. We think of it as our own mother and we do everything in our way to protect it and to take care of her. Throughout ancient Hawaii, there was crops grown everywhere. The concept of ahupua'a is a land division usually extended from the uplands to the sea. Throughout the entire ahupua'a, there were crops grown in people's own backyards and also within the community. Native planters knew the concepts of crop production. They used all natural materials to make sure that their crops grew healthy and in a wide variety to feed everyone throughout their society. They considered the land to be a part of themselves and did everything in their way to make sure that it thrived and survived. In today's society, in Hawaii we have over 1 million people living here. We're unable to feed everyone with all the land that we have. The land is primarily used for industrial purposes, and there's not enough people making an effort to create gardens to feed everyone within our state. We are primarily reliant on the imports of foods. 92% of all of our foods are imported here. The transportation of food causes pollutions not only in our ocean but also in our air, and also the food are not fresh. The methods of the food being grown that are being shipped here are unknown or just basically unhealthy. The importance and benefits of backyard gardens. Backyard gardens are family oriented. They keep a relationship with parents and children. You have a one-on-one connection. The parents are able to teach their children how to grow things, teaching them different methods of how to just produce things overall. It's a hands-on learning process with both parents and the children. You teach them different styles within math, science, English, right, whatever it contains. You develop a relationship not only with family members, but also with the land and all of their resources. Overall, it's a very health benefit. These foods are healthy. They don't have pesticides or any type of chemical inside of the fertilizer. It's environmentally friendly, and basically all the foods being grown are free. Here are a few pictures of backyard gardens. As you can see, the crops being grown are very healthy. They're thriving. There's different styles of growing backyard gardens. People use recycled materials to keep everything in one area. You see hands-on working, and overall people are just having a good time. The importance and benefits of community gardens. The food production is done by everyone within the community. People get together to work hand in hand and to create products to feed everyone within the community. It's healthy due to the fact that they know what types of fertilizer is being put into the plants, who's growing the plants, how they are cropping the plants and everything. It's a green space, creating good energy within an environment or within the general community area. The community becomes more organized as a whole collective group. They get to be able to communicate with others within their community and basically create a good relationships amongst everyone. It's a crime prevention due to the fact that everyone gets together, they know who everyone is, and they just make sure they look over to so everything is safe and sound. It's very cultural opportunities. With all the people coming to work on the garden, you learn tradition from other types of ethnic backgrounds. they'll perhaps plant their own traditional plants from where they come from, or just teach different methods of how they plant the plants from their home. The youth are very much engaged in these type of community gardens. You have students from different schools coming in to work in the gardens. You teach them life lessons, like similar to the backyard gardens, where you're learning some math and science of how to engage with these plants, also some English here and there of what the names of these plants are, even some Latin in cases where you have to learn the names, the Latin names of these plants. Here are some pictures of community gardens here in Hawaii and also in the continental United States. As you can see, everyone is working hand in hand to make sure all of these plants thrive. You see happy faces on everyone. You see a lot of plants being just very much abundant. You see very delicious food on top of that plate in the corner. You see just a whole bunch of very freshly grown fruits. Even in the city, they'll try to find a green space just to make sure that there is a community garden within places. So there is the effort in creating community gardens out there, but not enough as there should be. Especially here, living in Hawaii, if the importation stops, we're basically screwed. We don't have anything to sustain ourselves, and that might lead to crime, people stealing from one another, stealing from backyard gardens to make sure that they are able to eat. But if we just come together as a collective state and decide to be growing community gardens and even backyard gardens within our own islands, then we'll be able to survive and thrive and eat all these types of food. And they're just generally healthy. We know what's going into these foods. We know there's no GMO or anything that's going to hurt us or the future generations to come. The concept of backyard and community gardens is a fantastic concept, and it's going to help everyone grow as a community and as their individual selves. And mahalo nui for everyone for coming and joining us today. I hope you all go back with a message of starting to create community gardens within your own homes or within your own communities. Also to start and begin to create your own gardens at home. The importance of gardens are significantly important for everyone, and it's just something that we need to spread the word around and to make sure that we conduct these activities so we are living a healthy world and just a healthy environment overall. So once again, thank you everyone for coming. Appreciate your presence here. Is there any questions or concerns or anything?
So, what are some of your favorite foods that you like to eat if there's time?
Well, if I have to grow these crops, my favorite food to grow would perhaps be strawberries and tomatoes. And lettuce as well. They're very quick plants to grow, and the beauty about living in Hawaii is that all of these plants grow year round. So we can have them during summer, winter, fall, or spring. So that's why it's very much encouraged for everyone to begin community gardens or backyard gardens in Hawaii because of the fact that we can grow things year round.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Mahalo for coming.